Welcome to Smithville Lake, right outside of Kansas City, Missouri, a lake usually used for boating, recreation, and fishing. Well, today, good news, the fish get the day off because it's race day for Hydro Fair 1996. Hello, everyone. I'm Dick Crippen, and right off the bat, let me tell you that the driver of the Miss Budweiser, Chip Hanauer, has decided to take some time off from the sport. We'll get into the new driver and exactly what the situation is with Chip a little bit later on in the show. But you remember last week, Chip Hanauer and Mark Tate met together in Detroit in what appeared to be a pretty violent crash. Both boats are back here in Kansas City to start racing today. Now, they had to work all week long on the camel-powered Smokin' Joes, but they got it ready. When they got it here, put it in the water right off of the trailer. Guess what? Fastest qualifying speed of the day. So Mark Tate's in a very good position. Now, something else unique about this race. Last year, either the Miss Budweiser or the Smokin' Joes won every single race on the entire tour except one. This one on Smithville Lake. Stephen David in the T+ took that one. We talked about driver changes earlier. Let's find out more about that from Jim Hendrick.
Well, Dick, as the saying goes, you can't tell the players without a scorecard. In automobile racing, most of the driver changes are made at one time in the month of October, but not so here in the pits of the Unlimiteds today. First of all, Mike Jones, who sat out the Gold Cup, moves back into the seat of his Miss X side. That removes Jimmy King down the pits to take the place of Mark Evans in the U99.9. Evans, of course, moving over to the Miss Budweiser. So we've had lots of driver changes, and we're expecting a lot of excitement and good racing here today.
Now joining us from the pits, Steve Montgomery, who will be on duty all day long. This is a 2-mile course. Now, the weather here in Kansas City's been a little bit on the weird side, kind of up and down. Rough water has been the story, though.
Here are the O'Douls High Point Championship race standings as they stand through the first couple of races, with Pico American Dream having a slight edge over DeWalt Tools. Miss Budweiser in unfamiliar third place.
Let's take a look at the lineup for Heat 1A. In lane number 1, it'll be the Smokin' Joes, Mark Tate, Jim Harvey's Motorsports, Stephen David driving. In lane number 2, the Miss X side with Mike Jones. In lane 3, the Mill Bay Casino presents the Spirit of Lake Chelan, Mitch Evans. In lane number 4, and the Miss Wellness Plan, Rick Christensen, the rookie, in lane number 5. They come down and take the green flag. They are off and running. On the inside, it looks like Smokin' Joe's Mark Tate is going to take it out of the first turn. Mark has got himself a good run. Remember, he came in here, set a very good qualifying speed again, and they've really got that boat in tune.
As they come down the back chute, they have completely rebuilt this boat from stem to stern due to that collision with the Budweiser in turn number 1 of the second heat of the day in the Gold Cup. And, of course, the driver has to have confidence in his crew that it's really put together right to be able to drive it this way as he comes down to complete lap number 1.
Well, he went through a very rough turn down there, the turn where everybody has been having problems so far this weekend, and he came through it in fine style. What confidence that shows by the driver of the boat in the pit crew that he gets in a boat that was severely damaged just a week ago, and he drives it this hard right off the bat. Mark Tate in the Smokin' Joes. Good ride, good attitude on the boat, good speed.
First lap speed, Dick, was 134.7 miles an hour. And, you know, that's about 20 to 25 miles an hour slower than when they qualified. But keep in mind, when they qualify, they're out there all by themselves. Here, they must maintain lanes, and there's a lot of driver maneuvering going around to sometimes pit them into a lane and don't let them out.
There you can see the third place boat, the Miss Wellness Plan, and it is followed there by the Piston Packer. The Mill Bay Casino presents the Spirit of Lake Chelan, riding now in 4th place. The second place boat is Jim Harvey's Motorsports with Steve Davids. Rounding out the field back in 5th place, Mike Jones in the U9, the Miss X side. But still your leader is the Smokin' Joes. There you see a good head-on shot of Stephen David and the Jim Harvey Motorsports. He's getting a pretty good ride in that boat.
Got a good ride here last year, Dick. They won this event, the defending champions, as we look at Mark Tate, the leader in the Smokin' Joes. The Zodiac lap speed, 139 miles per hour.
So Smokin' Joe's is your lead boat coming into the last turn on the course. Second place, Jim Harvey Motorsports, in the battle for third has Mill Bay Casino, Mitch Evans, and the Miss Wellness Plan. Let's watch Mark Tate as he comes around the final turn, gets his eyes high on the flag, the checkered flag that's flying off the starter's tower. Mark Tate comes home. The boat came off the trailer yesterday morning, qualified at highest right off the bat. Now he takes the first win of the day. It's a good way to start it. Look at this battle for third.
And it's Mitch Evans in the Mill Bay Casino Lake Chelan piston packer. On the inside and the outside comes Miss Wellness Plan with the rookie Rick Christensen. The turbine boat way to the left, but he may have the RPMs to keep it up and throttle on for a third-place finish.
Right now, Mitch Evans coming across the line. He's going to take the third. Let's go to the Fruit of the Loom scoreboard. We see Smokin' Joe's first, followed by Harvey Motorsports, then Mill Bay Casino, Wellness Plan 2, and Miss Exide. Let's go down to Steve Montgomery at the dock.
Mark, is that boat ride as good as it looks?
Oh, we definitely got a good boat ride. You know, we learned a little bit in that first heat, and it was a nice, easy heat. And, you know, we did exactly what we wanted. We got the heat win with the Camel Power Smokin' Joe.
Steve, after the week you've had, that's a good start.
Excellent start after last week. In fact, I got to town last week just in time to watch Budweiser end up on top of us, so I missed the first heat we won. So this is great to see us win one of these heats. So it's fantastic for the Smokin' Joe, Mark Tate, and the whole team.
Coverage of the Kansas City Hydro Fair and Unlimited Hydroplane Tour is sponsored by Las Vegas, open 24 hours. We'll be back to Kansas City with more Unlimited Hydroplane racing action in a moment. Welcome back to Smithville Lake outside of Kansas City as Ken Muscatel takes his big Unlimited Hydro out onto the course. More on Chip Hanauer from Steve Montgomery.
During the running of the 1996 Gold Cup in Detroit, a horrifying two-boat crash sent Chip Hanauer to the hospital, where it was determined he had suffered at least a mild concussion. Backup driver Mark Evans moved into the Miss Budweiser and finished the day. Then as we arrived here in Kansas City, we received word that Chip Hanauer had at least temporarily stepped down and that Mark Evans would be driving for the team in red. Team owner Bernie Little, I know you've talked to Chip. Give us an update on his condition right now.
Well, Chip's condition, of course, needed to tell you he's stiff and sore. And he had some injections into his throat on Monday in New York, trying to clear up his voice with it, and it's really helped. Tell you that Chip is on standby. When he feels ready to come back to the boat, it's his seat. And I think that'll happen in the very near future.
So that is the relationship that still exists between the Budweiser team and their #1 driver, Chip Hanauer. It does, however, mean an opportunity for a very excited Mark Evans.
This is as exciting as can be. I'm trying to keep my composure. In fact, I kind of keep it to myself and wait till I get back to the hotel room at night and you know, go a little bit crazy. But it's an opportunity of a lifetime. It's just unbelievable. I'm extremely happy that Bernie Little and the Budweiser team hired me to back up Chip, and I'm just going to do the best I can.
Now, as you were looking at Mark, I hope you noticed those locks off the back of his neck and such. Well, the day before the race, Mark is treated to a haircut in the pits, courtesy of Bernie Little, who was on hand just in case the barber needed a little assistance.